The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
And the serve just clears the top of the net, played by the Bombers.
Media Group production.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the Nice 95.5 mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Joe Lattimore.
And good evening, sports fans, and welcome to 95.5 KBEK for tonight's girls basketball action between the Pillager Huskies and the Mora Mustangs. Joe Lattimore here to bring you the call here tonight. Last week of the regular season for girls basketball. My, how time has flown. We're already into the last week of the regular season. Playoffs start next week for both of these teams. Both teams have a little bit of work left to do prior to that. Mora comes in with a record of 14-9. They got 2 games left this week. They've got St. Cloud Cathedral, which is a section opponent, and then they're at Spectrum on Friday, so Thursday, Friday this week. They'll finish it off. Pillager has one more game after this. They'll travel to Aiken, one of our Great River Conference teams. They'll be heading to Aiken on Friday to finish their regular season before the playoffs go. A little interesting here tonight. We've got a non-conference, non-section game again. So both teams in AA. Mora plays in Section 6, while Pillager plays in Section 7. So a little cross-sectional game here today. I was just looking on the way in here. An hour and 40-minute drive for Pillager to get here. So about 85 miles between both schools. Pillager on the west side of Brainerd. For those of you who want to know where that is on your radio dial. We're on the radio dial, like I said. We're on KBEK 95.5. We're also on our YouTube channel. That's Q Media Sports. You can go on there, or you can find it on KBEK.com. Go to the online there. You can find it. Go into sports, go to broadcast schedule, and you can click on the one for tonight's game, and you can watch it on our YouTube channel. We're happy to have you wherever you're listening, on YouTube or on the radio dial. Glad to have you here in Mora for like I said, a non-conference, non-section game here tonight with the Pillager Huskies coming in with a record of 11-13. Currently, right now, they're sitting at the 10th seed in Section 7AA, the brutal Section 7AA. Proctor, Duluth, Marshall, Esco, you name it. That's a loaded section there for girls in Section 7AA. And the mini state tournament, as I call Section 6AA, it's probably pound for pound the best section in the state for both boys and girls when it comes to the level of competition in 6AA. But before we get to that, we got some work to do here. Mora comes in with a record of 14-9. They are done with their conference schedule. They've got, like I said, they got 2 section opponents after this. Friday, they host St. Cloud Cathedral and then travel to Spectrum in Elk River on Friday night before they begin their section play. It's coming in with a record of 14-9, just to tell you how tough this section is. Coming in with a record of 14-9. Mora is sitting at the 12th seed right now in Section 6AA, which is just crazy. So they could move up some with some tiebreakers and some overall record. They could move up a couple of spots, but to get to that 8th seed might be a little rough to get there to host a game before heading over to, I believe it's St. Ben's this year, where the girls play for the section quarterfinals in Section 6AA. Like I said, we got a good one here tonight. Both teams coming in here looking to finish the season strong. Last week of the regular season. We got about 15 minutes here till tip before we get this one underway. The JV game went a little late with the girls Mora winning that JV game. It was like 46-39, something like that. So they were able to hold on to that one and get a JV win here on the home court. Varsity team looking to do the same here against the Pillager Huskies. Coming in from central Minnesota, that Brainerd area, about 10, 15 miles west of Brainerd, where you'll find the Huskies call home. We'll get some starting lineups after our commercial breaks here. Glad to have you here tonight on 95.5 KBK Nice FM.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Eat better, buy more, spend less is more than a slogan at Chris's Food Center. From fresh produce to top quality meats and prime rib dinner served every Friday night. Visit Chris's Food Center in Sandstone or check out their weekly deals at chrissfoodcenter.com.
The anytime for anyone that's got a little of everything for that special someone. Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone. Northern Bloom carries handmade, one-of-a-kind gifts. And whether you want to pick up a bouquet of flowers on the way home or have them delivered to the ones you love, think Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone.
Configuring the Bluetooth. Deciding who controls the music. Remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
And welcome back here to Mora High School on 95.5 KBK Nice FM. Got a good girls basketball action here for you tonight. Pillager Huskies coming in to Mora to take on the Mustangs here. We're about just under 12 minutes from tip. We got JV game went a little long. We got the coaches and captains meeting going on at center court. And we got Here's the Pitch pregame. Take you to Here's the Pitch in North Branch is the area's premier indoor training facility. Fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. Tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch. Thanks to Bob and Jan for helping sponsor our game here across our radio dials. We got some good games going on here tonight across the Q Media family. On 100.9, we've got Andy on the call for boys hockey. We got the quarterfinals of Section 5A, where the Pine City Dragons, the 3 seed, are hosting River Lakes at the Pine City Civic Center. Andy has a call for that one on you, so he's sitting up in the perch getting that one underway. And we got Andy in Pine City as well, as the Spectrum girls basketball comes in to take on the Pine City Dragons in that matchup there. So Ethan will have the call there. For all the recaps of all the games across the area and state, local, national, tune in the mornings on KBEK to Adam Hefty in the front porch, and to when we got Game Day Gilman coming in to break down all the action from the night before. You can find them on either KBEK or WCMP at 7:30, 7:45, 8:30, and 8:45, where you can get all your action, get caught up to date on what's happening. We got a lot of action going on here. Like I said, we're ending the regular season for the girls this week. Boys are next week. Hockey playoffs are going on right now, so a lot of action happening here in the next couple weeks. So make sure you're tuning in to figure out where we're going to be and getting you set up for some playoff action here as the winter season is winding down here. Hard to believe that in just a few weeks here we'll be starting spring practices already. course, it's not hard to believe with the great weather we've had the last couple weeks. Hopefully this big storm stays out of our listening area and we can melt the snow and get our spring sports outside and starting on time this year. We can get back to the game here. Mora coming in with a record of 14-9. They are done with their conference schedule. They've got 2 section opponents left. They got St. Cloud Cathedral here on Thursday and then travel to Elk River to take on the Sting of Spectrum High School, and that's on Friday. Pillager comes in with a record of 11-13. They finished their regular season on Friday at Aiken, one of our Great River Conference teams. They'll be traveling to Aiken to take on the Gobblers for their final regular season game. But tonight they're getting set to take on the Mustangs here in Mora. Like I said, thank you very much. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch in North Branch. Use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or your own pitcher to perfect next season's swing. Here's the pitch in the Tinger Outlet Mall in North Branch, right off the freeway. So as we wait to get those starting lineups up on the board, we'll take a quick commercial break and get those to you. We're about 8 minutes from tip here, right here on KBEK 95.5 Nice FM.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
And welcome back here to 95.5 KBK Nice FM. Joe Lattimore here on the call for Mora girls basketball, taking on the Pillager Huskies here tonight. We thank you for listening tonight as the court has cleared and getting the final instructions from both coaches while the band is playing in the background. Got a great feel here tonight on a Tuesday night. A nice warm Tuesday, February night, as we have basketball going on. Like I said, last week of girls basketball, regular season playoffs start next week for the girls, as we wait for the starting lineups to get entered here up on the big board so we can see who's going to be here. Remember, we've got our Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Week. Every week we're getting our Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Week. Last week it was McCall Lazier from Pine City Boys Hockey. In the last couple weeks, that honor went to Addison Axtell here for Mora. So we've had some of those players win that award here, and looking forward to handing that out again. Nice T-shirt goes with the winner of that award, and we couldn't thank Pine Insurance Agency enough for doing that. Pine Player of the Week is presented by Pine Insurance Agency. Our player will receive the coveted Player of the Week, and I've seen that T-shirt. It is coveted. It's a beauty. T-shirt for a job well done. Thank you to Pine Insurance Agency, covering Minnesota and Wisconsin, as Mora and Pillager make their ways onto the court here for the final little shoot around here. We're under 4 minutes before tip. We'll have the anthem, starters, and then we'll get this one tipped off here for the game. Like I said, 2 games left for the Mustangs after this one. St. Cloud Cathedral and at Spectrum. And Pillager will have 1 game left on Friday night when they take on the Gobblers from Aiken. Starting lineups for our guests are number 1, Aisley Polak. Number 4, Chloe Van Vickel. Number 5, Miranda Harding. Number 10, Olivia Brown. And number 30, Jada Washington. Those are the starters for the Pillager Huskies. So come in with the record of 11 and 13. Two seniors on the roster for the Pillager Huskies. A pretty young team. 2 seniors and no juniors on their roster as they start a sophomore, senior, and 9th grader. So that is the starters for the Pillager Huskies. For the hometown Mustangs, number 3, Adeline Hagerness. Number 4, Chloe Yoder. Number 11, Elia Katzenbauer. Number 15, Emma Axtell. And number 22, Addison Axtell. That'll be the starters for the Mora Mustangs. Again, Hagerness, sophomore. Yoder, a junior. Kastenbauer, a senior. Axtell, a junior. Both Axtells juniors. Emma and Addison are juniors for the starting lineups for the Mustangs. And again, that's our starting lineups here. Thank you to Here's a Pitch for the pregame training facilities, batting cages, and even live instruction. Get your team trained at Here's a Pitch in North Branch. Thanks again to Here's a Pitch for sponsoring our pregame show. We'll take a quick commercial break, come back, and we'll have this one tipped off right here on 95.5 KBEK.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch Christie and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
And welcome back, 95.5 and on our YouTube channel, Q Media Sports. We are getting set here for the first tip here. We've got, starting for the Pillager Huskies, coming in with a record of 11-13. Aisley Pollack, Chloe Van Winkle, Miranda Harding, Olivia Brown, and Jada Washington. For the Huskies. For the home Mustangs, Adeline Higgerness, Chloe Yoder, Elia Katzenbauer, Emma Axtell, and Addison Axtell. Those are your starters for tonight's game here, as both teams looking to finish up their regular season strong here. Mustang fans, don't forget, on the front porch tomorrow morning with Adam Hefty. Principal Nelson will be on the air with a chosen high schooler, so make sure you're on in the morning to check that one out for the front porch morning show with Adam Hefty. I'll be taking place on 95.5 KBK as we come back here, as we're getting ready for the starting lineups. Again, done alternately here on the home court of the Mustangs. The Mustangs come with a record of 14-9. Two more games for them. St. Cloud Cathedral here and at Spectrum, and Pillager will finish up at Aiken on Friday. As we get ready here, a three-person crew here for the refs here that we have. Seeing more and more of that here now, getting more three-people crews. Used to be only a two-person crew. Now we've got a lot of three-people crews here. We've got two males and a female on this one here. As we get set here. As we get set here. We got Katzenbauer and Van Winkle for the Huskies. As we get to final, of course, last week of the season, we still got to tell everybody to tuck their shirts in. And that point of emphasis that is always so crucial to the playing of the game that the Minnesota State High School League has. There's the whistle. There's the throw, and we are underway. Controlled by the Huskies. Right down the middle. Nobody picked up the runner there. Pollack. Right back down comes Hagerness. Hagerness with it. She misses her layup. Two missed layups here now as Addison Axtell gets it. Hagerness now on the right, top of the key to M. Axtell. She's going to shoot a three, and she drains that one. Quickly back up the court come the Huskies, and they're going to call a charge on that one. So foul's going to be on Washington there. That'll be her first. Right back down the court. The Huskies came, but they called a charge on that one. Mustangs were set there, it looked like. So a little token press here as the Mustangs bring it up the court, finally up to Emma Axtell. She gets it into the front court. Thrown in on the ground. And we got a jump ball called there as the head coach for the Huskies tries to get some idea of what was going on that last one there. Inbound underneath into Yoder. Yoder gets hung up, and she's going to get fouled. So she'll go to line to shoot two. It's going to be a foul. Foul on Washington, so quickly 2 on Jada Washington as Yoder goes to the line to shoot 2. She's good on the first. Quickly into the game for the Huskies was Pexa Madison, number 0. As Washington picked up 2 quick ones, so she had to sit. MXL with the offensive rebound there. She looks, finds Addison on the other side, and she puts it in for 2. 6-0 our score now on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And that's thrown right out of bounds. In the corner now, MXL inbound for the Mustangs. Kind of a hard little corner there to inbound from. Almost where the baseline and the sideline meet. No problem getting it into Addison Axtell. Go over to Yoder. Yoder now on the left. She's going to dribble back to the middle. Looks for this roll. Not there on the pick and roll. Back up to Hagerness. Hagerness going to drive right. Looking. Gets it back to Axtell into Katzenbauer. Katzenbauer has it stolen from her. Looks like they're going to call a foul. They have to give up their I know everybody's having a fit about that, but really you have to give up your advantage before you can call the play dead. So Katzenbauer got hurt on that one, but you do not stop the play unless the offense, in this case Huskies, give up their advantage, which they did not until it finally was thrown out of bounds and then was given the timeout. So Katzenbauer is going to come out on that one as Abigail Kellish will check in. 3, looks like 0 with a quick 3, no good. Hagerness with the rebound, and she's going to push. Gets it into the front court. That pass is knocked away. Yoder with it now, regrouped by Hagerness at the top, over by the M in the middle of the court there. Throws it over, and that's going to go out of bounds. Turnover to the Huskies. 6-0 our score in the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces or Invisalign. Clear aligners with 3 locations. Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Inbound now to the Huskies. Pexa with it. She's going to dribble down the middle. Finds number 4. Nice little move down the middle there, which was Van Winkle, but that shot was off just a little bit. Quickly now, here come the Mustangs. Nobody picks up Emma Axtell. She finally picked up and then tries to get it to Yoder, but that's taken away by Polak, and she's going to pull back out here and set up the offense as she gets into the front court. As she picks up her dribble. Nice cut there by Harding. Harding, no, but found is Van Winkle, and she'll put it in for 2. Van Winkle, the first score for Pillager here tonight. As the Mustangs set up in the offensive possession here, 15-20 and counting here. They go 1-4 high at the elbows. They're looking, nothing there. Kellish with it. She's going to kick it back out to Hagerness. Hagerness with a 3. That's way off. But it's going to be rebounded by Emma Axtell. And she's fouled by 10, which is Brown. That'll be her first. It's the team's third foul already as Emma Axtell goes to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first one. She'll get another one here. And good on the second. 7-2 now is our score. Pullock brings it quickly into the offensive zone. Pexa with it. She's stolen. Hagerness with it. She's going to try to get ahead, but her pass is tipped and stolen by Brown. Brown now gets it over to Van Winkle. Van Winkle to the corner to Pexa. Pexa's going to dribble back up to the top. Looking nothing. Now hands it off to number 5, which is Harding, but her shot is off. And into the front court, here come the Mustangs. Gets it to Maxa at the elbow. She's going to dribble in. A little scoop. No good. Rebounded by Brown as she quickly comes up the court here for the Huskies. Had a little trouble with the dribble it, and she loses control to Hagerness. Hagerness now with it. She's going to dribble into the offensive zone here. She gets it back out to Addison Axtell. Axtell with it now. She's looking crossover at the elbow. Gets to the corner to Kellish. Kellish shot fake. Dribbles in. Little scoop shot for her is up and good. 9-2 our score here on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Here we're going to take a Huskies need to talk that one over, and with that, we'll take a commercial break right here on 95.5 KBEK Nice FM.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
All right, welcome back here to 95.5 KBEK. Quick timeout there for the Huskies as they need to get some things figured out there. A few turnovers here have led to some runouts and some points here for the Mustangs. They're up early, 9-2 on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. As Pullock dribbles up the court for the Huskies. She's on the left-hand side, hands it off to number 23, who goes in. Shot is off. I don't have a 23 in here. Kellish with it. Her three-pointer is off, and Pullock's going to push ahead to Brown. Brown gets it ahead. A little trouble down. Throws off the feet of her player, but then it's knocked off the feet of the Mustang, so they will keep it here with the Huskies. As they move left to right on your radio, Mustangs going right to left. Pullock to inbound here. As it is inbound, Van Winkle back up top now. It's like Awalt is number 23. Harding has it knocked away from her into the backcourt, but tipped by the Mustangs. And Pullock goes in and puts it in for the Huskies. In the front court, Hagerness, deep three is down for Hagerness with a 3-point on that one. Quickly into the front court come the Huskies, and a nice little wraparound by Van Winkle. Her second point here. Nice little pass all the way over to Yoder, and Yoder's going to put that one down for the Mustangs. Pressure by the Mustangs now. Pullock with it. She gets it over to Harding. Harding's going to dribble right, and we're going to push here. It's going to be a foul on, looks like Hagerness. It'll be her first, the team's first foul of the half. As the Huskies will inbound from the sideline all the way across to Pullock. Pullock's going to dribble right here, cross back over to the middle, over to Brown. Brown deep three. just off the front rim. Rebound by Yoder. Yoder now brings it into the front, Hagerness with that one. She, little short little jumper there, no good. Rebounded by Pollock. Pollock now with it as she sets it for Pillager. Van Winkle with it on the right, all the way over to Pollock. Pollock looks at a three, then goes out, dives in, a little scoop shot off. No good. Van Winkle with the rebound. Her shot's no good. Hagerness with it, and she's going to push. Off a little bit of control there. Over to Emma Axtell on the left side there. Back over to Hagerness. Hagerness over to Yoder. Yoder with it. Back to the top of the key to Hagerness. Had a little trouble with the handle there. Back over to Yoder. Yoder thought about a three. Now is going to dribble in as she moves around. That's stolen by Pollock. Pollock loses her dribble, and then she gets it ahead to Harding. Harding over to Van Winkle. Van Winkle with it. She gets stopped on the baseline. Back up top to Pollock. Pollock on the right side here. It's stolen by Kellish. Kellish with some trailers. She puts it up and puts it in for the Mustangs. Awalt to Van Winkle. Van Winkle, that right side. She likes that drive from that right baseline, but missed that one. Quickly up ahead come the Mustangs. That pass is try to get to Emma Axtell, but that one is knocked out. As we got this is Brady and Katzenbauer checks back in for the Mustangs. As Brown checks back in with two, have to watch that one here Washington checks back in with two. Kellish with it, top of the key. Brady, right side pick and roll there to Katzenbauer. Katzenbauer on the corner, back over to Brady. Brady now top of the key, finds Emma Axtell with it on the right block as she dribbles to the left, finds Katzenbauer, nothing there as we get to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Brady with a runner, no good. But Emma Axtell is there to put it away for the Mustangs. Pexa gets it to Harding. Harding at the top of the key. Nice cut there into the middle to Van Winkle. Van Winkle's shot's just off a little bit there. Emma Axtell gets it, but it's stolen by Aya Nelson. 18-8 now is our score. Nice cut there into the middle by Axtell. (20-8) is our new score here on the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. And a deep three there by Pexa for three. Emma Axtell at the elbow. Brady, right. Three is good. As Washington brings it back into the front court, she's going to dribble drive. Picks up her dribble. Turns around, nothing there, so she's going to shoot. Nobody's home, so she puts it in for two. 23-13 is our score. Knocked out of bounds here. Will stay with the Mustangs. Pollock back in as she will replace Harding. Yoder's going to spell Emma Axtell. Trying to get it sounds like it's a Nelson here. If we get a name here for number 23 for the Huskies. The Huskies in that 2-3 defense as the Mustangs try and run a little set against it, but they throw it out of bounds. 8:16 to go here on the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. 23-13 is our score. So Mustangs have some pressure here now. Pollock, no problem with it. She dribbles up left. Little hezzy and nice little layup, but nothing happening there. Now Brady back with it. She shoots it. That one's off. Back outside, Yoder gets the rebound back over to Addison Axtell, but her three is off, and Pollock pushing again to Van Winkle. Stolen away from her by Yoder as Yoder gets it ahead here to Brady. Brady's going to shoot a layup, and that one falls for the Mustangs. 25-13 is our new score here on the Bracer Orthodontic scoreboard. As we get a timeout, it'll be a full timeout for the Mustangs. While they take a timeout, we'll take one with them on 95.5 KBEK Nice FM.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take two.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
And welcome back here to Mora on 95.5 KBEK or our YouTube channel, Q Media Sports. As we get the timeout done here, as the Coach Dalby wanted to take a timeout to go through some things here for the Mustangs as they're going to put some pressure on as Pollock will inbound for Pillager here. 7:46 left to go here in the first half. Washington with it. She's got 2 fouls here for Pillager. She's going to walk it up. And she does a nice little move there, and she gets through and count the bucket for her, and it's going to be a foul on the Mustangs. So that's Hagerness' second as well, so she'll be playing with 2. Washington's free throw is no good. Rebound to the Mustangs as Addison Axtell gets it. Nice find there to Yoder. Yoder with it, and she puts it in for the Mustangs. Pollock with it now as she dribbles it into the front court over to Washington. A little cross action there as Washington with it, pulls it back out here. Right key, nice little behind the back. Deep three, no good. Rebound by the Mustangs. Addison Axtell with it. She dribbles into Brady. Brady, corner pocket. 3, no good. Rebounded by Pollock as she will bring it up now for Pillager. Trailing by 12. Dribbles it down the right side. Lost there. Washington 3. Banks it in for the Huskies. Right into the front court now. Aston Brady, difficulty with the pass there. But hers is stolen by Washington. Washington with it. Crossover behind the back. Still having trouble getting it over the half-court line. Finally does Van Winkle with it. Pollock with it now. She picks up at the top over to Brown with that one, excuse me. 23 lost it. Brown, deep 3. Count it. (27-21), our new score in the Bracer Orthodontic scoreboard. That 2-3 defense is being extended by the Huskies. It's causing a little bit of issue here for the Mustangs. Hagerness with it. 3 looks on and is in our 3-point bucket for Hagerness. 30-21 now is our new score. So Washington will walk it up for Pillager. Into the front court. Behind the back. Crossover. Over to Pollock. Pollock thought about a 3. Dribbles around. Nothing there. Brown in the corner with it. She's picked up her dribble. It's nice cut there by Pollock. Pollock finds Brown, and Brown. Nice cut there and a 2 for Brown. Into the front court, the Mustangs. Yoder with it. She runs into a wall, stolen by Brown. Brown with it here as she clears the area, gets it over to Van Winkle. Van Winkle on the right now. Washington with it on the right-hand side here. She's going to dribble left. Almost stolen by Brady. She has to pick up her dribble at the top of the key. Over to the corner to Van Winkle. Van Winkle's going to drive. Baseline. She takes it. Shots missed, but she is fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first, it'll be the team's third. Only 3 fouls for each team here. Van Winkle to the line to shoot 2. This misses the first one there. Lots of substitutes here for Mora. As Isabella Kellish, Abigail Kellish will check in, and Emma Axtell. As Van Winkle makes her second one. Brady with it, looks to Katzenbauer. Katzenbauer can't control it. Brown with it. She dribbles to the right, stops, turn around. No good. Van Winkle with the offensive board. She's going to dribble out with it. Now gets it to Washington. Her shot's way off. Emma Axtell with the rebound. Up ahead to Brady. Brady with a left-handed layup, and you can count that one. Instant offense here for the Mustangs as Brady comes off the bench and has 7 points here. 32-24 is our score on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Don't forget, we'll have our Hones halftime here coming up in just under 4 minutes. As Mustangs bring it up, Katzenbauer, her shot is stolen as she goes up. She falls hard to the ground. They're going to call a push on that one. Looks like it's going to be 5 on the foul on that one, which is Miranda Harding. Her first, team's fourth. As Emma Axtell will inbound underneath for the Mustangs. In the line here. Over to Abigail Kellish. Will turn around off the window. Kiss that one in and good. 34-24 now our score as Washington brings it up. She's stuck on the right-hand side here. Now Pollock relieves her. Dribbles into the right. Back up top to Washington. Washington with it as Mustangs are in that 2-3 zone. Over to Brown. Brown on the left wing, excuse me. She's going to dribble right. Runner no good. Rebound by Emma Axtell. She's going to dribble it up. She's looking ahead to Isabella Kellish. Nobody gets it. Rebound. Brady picks it up, but she misses her little runner. Now back up top to Pollock as the Pillager just throws that one away. Isabella Kellish, she brings it up. Misses that one. Brady with it. She follows that one and makes him pay. Huskies just kind of watched that one and didn't really get the rebound. Double dribble, called. Pexa will check in for the Naya Nuska is number 23, not 24. So 23 is Naya Nuska. Double dribble called on the Huskies. I thought it was tipped, but they didn't think so. They being the refs. So running around here to Isabella Kellish. She's going to take a little shot there. Taken over by Van Winkle. Quickly up the right-hand side comes the Huskies. There's a lot of contact there. I think that was a great no call because looked like Washington had and Kellish with a 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Washington with it on the right elbow. Dribbling it around. Still dribbling in. There's a lot of chaos going on down there right now. Brady with it. No call on that one. Lots of playing on going on here, so I think we're going to have a timeout called. Not 100% sure here. So Brady took a hard foul there on that one. It probably was a foul on that one. There's been a lot of things going on here tonight. I don't know what to say. It's one of those deals here. I don't know. So inbound, Addison, top of the key three. No good on that one. Rebounded by the Huskies. Harding with it. She gets it ahead to Van Winkle. Now Van Winkle on the right side. She dribbles baseline. It's knocked out of bounds by Emma Axtell. Possession will remain with the Huskies. Trailing by 15 now. 39-24. They were able to cut it to 9. And then the Mustangs went on a run here. So Naya Noska with the top of the key. She gets it over to the elbow to Washington. Washington dribbling around. Extended pressure here on the 2-3 defense here. Noska gets it. Now over to the left side. Back over here to the right. Van Winkle with it. She loses control on the pass and out of bounds to the Mustangs. Yoder will check back in for the Mustangs. And number 10 for the Huskies, Brown, as Washington will sit with two fouls. So smart move there by Coach. Get her off here with the last minute to go. Stolen by Brown. She loses control back up ahead. Axel to Axtell. And it's going to stay with the Mustangs. Inbounded to Addison Axtell, over to Katzenbauer. Katzenbauer looking for that little flex cut there, not there. Gets it into Emma Axtell, over to Emma. Addison with it now to Katzenbauer. She loses it. Abigail Kellesh with it now. Addison with a three. Way off on that one. Van Winkle with the rebound as she'll clear her spot and get it to Pexa. Pexa up ahead to Harding. Harding tried to throw it in and it hit the back of the backboard, so that's out of bounds. As the Mustangs will bring it up with 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Over to Yoder. Yoder top of the key to Axel, back to Yoder. Yoder thought about it. Holds on to it, back to Addison Axel at the top, over to Abigail Kellesh. She will move on that one. She'll get it in to Emma Axtell, and she will get the score as the Huskies try and move quickly up the court, and they throw it out of bounds. So with 10 seconds to go, Mustangs will have the last shot potentially here of the first half. Over to Addison Axtell. Hers is blocked. Van Winkle with the rebound. She's going to dribble it ahead. Nothing there, and that'll do it. As we come to the first half, 41-24 is our score. We'll take a break, and I'll catch my breath and get us caught up here on 95.5 KVK Nice FM.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
And welcome back here to 95.5 KBK. A wild and quick, fast-paced first half there for the Mora Mustangs as they lead here at half, 41-24. Scoring for the Mustangs in that first half, Hagerness with 6, 2 3-pointers. Yoder with 5. Emma Axtell led all scorers with 10. Addison Axtell with 2. Abigail Kellish with 9. And Addison Brady with 9. For the Pillager Huskies, scoring for them, Pullock has 2. Van Winkle has 5. Brown has 5. Leading scorer for them is Washington. She has 7. Pexa has 3, and Naya Noska has 2 for the Huskies for 24 points for them. We got some information from our local area here. At the half in girls basketball, Pine City is up on Spectrum 35-15. Like I said, that's a halftime score. We're Pine City is up in that one. And in boys hockey action, Pine City is hosting River Lakes. That is 1-1 after one period of play. You can find those on our WCMP stations. You can listen to Andy on the call from Pine City Civic Center and Ethan on the call from Pine City High School for girls basketball action. You can check out all of those. You can find any of ours there as you go through our stations, 95 or KBK FM or KBEK.com. Go to sports, you can see our broadcast schedule and where you can find all of our games that will be broadcasting and where to find them on our YouTube channels. This is the Holmes Halftime show. Holmes right in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Appreciate Holmes Auto for helping us with our Holmes halftime score. We got a score here, 41-24 at half in Mora. Like I said, pretty physical game to start. A lot of play-ons going on both sides. I guess if you're an official, I always said when I had to officiate some games, if you got both sides mad at you, then I guess you're doing a pretty good job, I guess. So nobody is feeling like they're getting the worst deal of it. But some calls that could have been made that were let to play on. You know, as you get closer and closer, that's kind of how it gets. You know, when you get to the playoffs, there's a lot of things that sometimes get called in the regular season that do not get played in the postseason. So really a good opportunity for both teams to see that playoff type calls that take place during games because from my experience, it's the whistles get a little tighter in the playoffs. And with this, the last week of the regular season, both teams are getting set for that, both as they play their last few games and as the officiating takes place here tonight. 41-24 our score. Leading scorer for the Mustangs is Emma Axtell with 10. 7 points for Washington for the Pillager Huskies. That is their leading scorer. We got just about 3 minutes until we start the second half, and with that, we'll take a quick commercial break. Come back here on 95.5 KBEK.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Hey, and welcome back here to Mora. Joel Adamore on the call here, 95.5 KBEK and Ice FM. As we have Mora girls basketball action taking place here as we're just getting done with halftime. About a minute left here before we start the second half. 41-24 our score on the Brace Orthodontics scoreboard, thanks to Brace Orthodontics and also to Holmes Auto for their halftime. Here's the pitch for the pregame and Pizza Pub for our postgame show. Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame will be coming up right after the game to break down this game, get you set for the rest of the week. We thank all of those sponsors, and we also thank all of our sponsors who help us bring you the games here, whether that's on YouTube or on our channels, 95.5 KBEK, 100.9, 106.5, or 1350 AM, where you can find all of our games. We thank our sponsors for making that possible. We couldn't do it without them, being able to bring you East Central Minnesota sports here in our listening area. So thank you to our advertisers, sponsors, and everybody who helps us bring this on the air. Again, all the updates will be taking place in the mornings on KBEK and on WCMP. Easton Game Day Gilman is on at 7:30, 7:45, 8:30, and 8:45, where you can check out all the scores that are going on from the previous night. Local, state, and national. As we get set here for the second half, looks like the same starters will be out for the Mustangs and for the Huskies. As we switch sides here now, Pillager will be moving right to left, Mustangs left to right. As we get set here, it'll be Huskies ball to start as Pollock will inbound to Washington to start the second half, and we are underway. Washington with it. She brings it across the timeline right on the M there. She's looking to pass somebody, finally finds Brown. Brown with it. Back over to Brown. Brown's going to shoot a 3 there. Just rattles in and out. Rebound by Addison Axtell, and she's going to try and dribble. It's knocked off of hers by Pollock. Higgerness with it. She gets it ahead to Addison Axtell. Her pass is tipped, and it's going to be Washington out front with it. Her layup is missed as it was a run by Addison Axtell. No call on that one like we were talking about. Higgerness thought about it. She dribbles in. Finds Yoder. Elbow. 3, no good. Excuse me, right wing. 3, no good. Washington back with it now quickly for the Huskies. She gets stopped, caught in the corner there, back up top to Pollock. Pollock looks inside to Harding. Harding gets it back outside to Brown. Brown with a 3. That one is up, no good. Van Winkle with the rebound, no good for her. Emma Axtell with the rebound as she clears it for the Mustangs. She brings it up the right-hand side over to Addison Axtell. She drives middle, and her layup is missed. Pollock now comes the other way for the Huskies. She finds Van Winkle. Van Winkle thought about it, didn't go up, gets it back to Brown. Brown's going to drive middle, drives all the way in, throws one up, no good. Rebound by Katzenbauer. Katzenbauer with it now. She brings it up and gets it over to Addison Axtell as they get into the front court. Over to Yoder. Yoder on that right wing. Back up top to Addison Axtell. Over to Hagerness, back up top to Yoder. Yoder back to Hagerness on the left wing, cross court to Addison. As they kind of work it around here in this 2-3 defense, trying to get difficulty, trying to get some pressure inside here. As they get Hagerness running that baseline, no good. Washington with the rebound. She's going to run down the right. As she comes down, stopped by Addison. Pollock to Brown. Brown with it now, back over to Pollock. Pollock looks back to Brown. Brown to Van Winkle. She looks inside to Pollock. Pollock with a nice inside one there. She falls down, gets it to Brown. Brown fake pass. 3, no good. Hagerness with it. She tries to get ahead to Yoder, but that one is tipped. Hagerness goes all the way with it and puts it in for 2. As she gets the 2-pointer as the Huskies come back ahead. Brown with it. She tries to get to Van Winkle. That's stolen by Emma Axtell. Axtell with it. She looks ahead to Yoder. Yoder with it. She puts it in for 2. Nice run out there by the Mustangs. Yoder with 2 on that one. Washington with it now on the right side. She's dribbling against Addison Axtell. Back up top to Pollock. Pollock looks to the corner. To Harding. Harding back to Brown. Brown on the right wing. Left wing, excuse me. Back over to Brown. Brown looks inside to Van Winkle, but that one's stolen by Katzenbauer. Katzenbauer gets it, throws it back in, and Addison Axtell gets it. She's going to drive, puts up a shot, and good for the Mustangs. 6 quick points here for the Mustangs. Leads to a timeout called by the Huskies. It'll be a full timeout. And with that, we'll take a quick timeout, commercial break with them as well, right here on 95.5 KBEK.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Hey, and welcome back here to 95.5 KBEK. Timeout called by the Huskies there as they had as the Mustangs start with a quick 6-0 run here. 14:38 to go in the second half. Push that lead to 23 here now for the Mustangs. Both teams not very senior heavy, playing a lot of underclassmen as Pollock will inbound to Washington as she gets pressure from Yoder. Washington with it. She dribbles up that right-hand side, gets it back to the middle. She's doubled in the top of the key there. They got a jump ball call. It'll be a possession to the Mustangs on that one. So that double team right at the M emblem caused the jump ball. Goes to the Mustangs. Mustangs with it. Get it to Emma Axtell at the elbow. And Hagerness with a nice little slip there. She goes in for 2. Brown with it. She gets it in, gets it over to Pollock, back to Brown. Brown to the corner to Van Winkle. Van Winkle dribbles back up. Back to Brown, top of the key to Pollock. Pollock now, as she goes across there to Washington. Washington thought about a pass, looks inside of Van Winkle. Pollock did. That's stolen. And tipped ahead to the Mustangs. Yoder to Addison, but that was a bad pass. Katzenbauer for 3. It almost down, halfway down there as Mustangs clear. Pollock with it. She gets it ahead to Brown. Brown on that right-hand side. Picks up her dribble. Tries to throw it across, but it's stolen by Yoder. Yoder now brings it ahead as the Mustangs set up. Axtell to Katzenbauer. Katzenbauer thought she traveled there. She thought about going, but there's going to be a foul called on Brown, it looks like. Yeah, foul's on Brown. That'll be her second, team's first, as Katzenbauer will go to line to shoot 2. Yeah, she looked like she was going to take a 3 there. It looked like she had a few extra steps that she dribbled, but no call. Play on. As Addison Brady will check back in for Yoder here in the second half, so Brady checks in. Katzenbauer good on the first. Interesting free throw. So she does the nail with her left foot, but shoots with her right foot, I noticed on that one. So that was interesting as the goes to the Huskies here as they bring it into the front court. Brown, right wing, left wing 3, no good. Rebound to Emma Axtell. She brings it into the front court now. Dribbles back over to the top. They call a carry on Emma Axtell, so it'll be a turnover to the Huskies. 50-24 is our score here on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, leave with a smile. You'll embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. Left wing, Brown, corner to Harding. Harding back to Brown. Brown now with it, gets back to the top to Pollock. Pollock to Brown. Cross court to Washington. Washington looks corner to Harding as cuts Washington. A lot of traffic there. Katzenbauer comes away with it. Katzenbauer to the front court now as she stopped on her dribble. Back to Emma Axtell, over to Addison Axtell. Brady with it on the right-hand side. She's going to take a little runner, and that's good for Brady. Washington with it now to Pollock as they try and work that 2-3 around here. Pollock, right wing 3, count it. And that's their first points of the second half. Abigail Kellish checks in, and Schwartzbauer checks in for the Mustangs. 52-27 is our new score on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard as Washington will walk it up the middle for the Huskies. Brown, top of the key to Pollock. Pollock's, nobody really takes her, so she takes a little runner, no good. A lot of stuff going on there. Katzenbauer gets it up to Brady. Brady now to Axtell. Axtell over to Addison Axtell. Her 3 rims out. Rebound by Emma Axtell. Addison with it. She tries to throw it over to Brady, but that's taken away by Pollock. So it will stay with the Mustangs. Sideline out of bounds. Emma Axtell to bring it in as the Huskies sit in a 2-3 defense as well into Addison Axtell. She looks cross court to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer, Brady now with it. Back up to Kellish. Kellish, that left wing. Over to Brady. Brady, deep 3. Just misses. Rebound by Addison Axtell. She gets Emma to the corner. Really tough corner there, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Van Winkle. So it'll be her first, team second here of the second half. Madison Pexa back in. Back in for Pillager. As Emma Axtell will inbound underneath the basket. Nice steal there by Pollock as she's going to dribble it all the way. Nobody really takes her. She's going to go coast to coast and just missed the layup. Abigail Kellish with the rebound. She gets it ahead to Emma Axel. Axel with it on that right wing to the corner to Kellish. Kellish looks across to Schwartzbauer. But ill-advised pass. Doesn't hurt. Goes out of bounds. Stays with the Mustangs. As Katzenbauer and Haggardness check back in for the Mustangs as they try and inbound it. It's a tough one there. Tough pass in and off the feet of Schwartzbauer. So it'll go to the Huskies with 10:50 to go here in the second half. Washington with the ball. She'll walk it up the left-hand side here. Try and split that 2-3. Over to Pollock. Pollock now over to Harding, but that was stolen. Now Haggerness brings it quickly up ahead. Abigail Kellish thought about a three. Sets her feet, misses that one. Pollock with the rebound as she pushes for the Huskies. Down big here, needs some points. Van Winkle on the right wing. She dribbles in. Washington with a deep three. Count that one. 50-32 is our new score on the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Pillager still in the 2-3 as well. Schwartzbauer in the corner gets it to Kellish. Kellish over to Katzenbauer, and Katzenbauer gets that one to go. For the Mustangs. Washington picks up her dribble. A little miscommunication between her and Harding. Harding with it now on that right wing. She's going to dribble in, picks up her dribble. Over to Pexa. Pexa now to Pollock. Pollock over to Washington. Washington thought about it on the left-hand side. Back up to Pollock. Corner to Van Winkle. Van Winkle to Washington. Washington dribbles right at that 10-foot line of the volleyball. End line of the volleyball, but no good on that one. Rebound by Haggerness. Over to Brady. Back up top to Haggerness. Haggerness now back over to Brady. Brady to the corner to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer to Brady. Short corner, back up top to Haggerness. Haggerness with a deep three. Just hit that front rim. Pollock with the rebound as she pushes. As we hit the under 9-minute mark here, Washington on that right wing, up top to Pollock. Pollock's going to pull up and count that three-pointer for Pollock. We got a timeout called on the court. We'll take one with them right here on 95.5. Nice FM.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Hey, welcome back here to Mora on 95.5 KBEK. Joe Lattimore here with you for Mora girls basketball action as the Huskies have made 3 3-pointers here in the second half to kind of get into this lead. Now got it down to 19 points. Pollock with the last 3-pointer there as Pillager coach wanted a timeout as up the court come the Mustangs. Addison across court to Haggerness. Haggerness looks back cross court to Addison. Addison back up cross court to Yoder. Over to Haggerness. Back over to Yoder. Looks cross court to Addison with a three. Front rim. Misses. Rebound by the Huskies, but it's taken away by the Mustangs, and Schwartzbauer makes them pay. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs will stay here. As Pollock will inbound. That baseline corner, always tough. Washington with it. She's going to dribble around as she's guarded by Addison Axtell. Over to the corner to Van Winkle. Van Winkle drives baseline. Finds out front there. Shot up. Looked like that was by Pexa, but that was just off the rim, so it'll be falls to the ground. Got a few girls on the ground. Jump ball. 56-33 our score. 7:50 to go on the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Pollock will inbound underneath for Pillager. Into Washington. Washington dribbles back out. Over to Pexa. Washington over to, let's see, that's Noska. Her three is no good. Hagerness with the rebound. She dribbles it up, tries to get it to Addison Axtell. That one was tipped, though. She does get it back, though. As Hagerness now has it at the top. To the corner to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer up top to Hagerness. Back over to Yoder. Yoder on that left wing. Pass it up top. Axtell with it now in the baseline. Nice fade there to Hagerness. Hagerness with a little runner. And that one drops for Hagerness. Back up to 25, 6 straight points here. Noska thought about it. Van Winkle thought about it in the corner. She dribbles it back up to the corner, but knocked out by Schwartzbauer. Will stay with the Mustangs as Brown checks back in for Pillager. So we just went under 7 minutes, 6:55 to go here. Pollock to inbound from the wing to Brown. Brown with it to Pollock, back to Brown. Brown on the left wing, tries to dribble, but she loses control and will go to the Mustangs. Abigail Kellish and Emma Axtell checking in for Schwartzbauer and Hagerness, as Abigail Kellish will inbound for the Mustangs. Over to Addison. Addison gets it up top to Yoder to the left wing. Thought about getting to the corner. Addison with it over to Abigail to the right wing. To the corner is Emma Axtell. She tries to get it in to Abigail. Katzenbauer comes up with it, and she's fouled on her way to the... That's Noska's first, team's third. Katzenbauer will shoot 2 now for Mora. They're up 25. First one is off. 6:29 to go here in the second half. The second one rattles in and out. And it's out of bounds to the Huskies. Pollock will inbound to Washington as she will dribble it up against an extended 2-3 defense. 2-1-2, 2-3 when it gets that fire up. Pollock now top of the key. Gets it over to Washington at that right wing. Pollock to Pexa. Pexa back up to Pollock. Pollock's going to pull up a 3, and that one's going to be short. Tries to inbound it, but it is not enough. Brown with a good hustle on it, but she had stepped out of bounds before she touched it, so it'll be out of bounds to Mora. Some pressure by the Huskies, no problem for the Mustangs. I don't know what's going on. Washington comes out with it. Her basket is good. Count it. And she'll go to the line to shoot 1. I think the foul was on 21, yeah. He gave the sign 12 and not 21. And the reason I was so confused, there was a pretty good foul that was not called on the other side as Yoder comes down the other way here. She puts the brakes on. No good for her. Rebound by Brown as she pushes now. Down 22. Tipped out of bounds. And tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Pillager. I think Washington was right on that one. That was tipped out of bounds. And nice little play there by the Mustangs. Emma Axtell on that one. 60-35 now is our score. Brown on that left wing. She'll shoot a three. Just off on that one. Rebound to Pillager. That shot is up by Watson. No good. Abigail with it. She looks inside over to Yoder now. Yoder with a deep three. That one's too long. Rebound by Katzenbauer. Saved by Abigail Kellish. Kellish with the top of the key over to Yoder. Yoder back over to Kellish. Kellish over to Addison Axtell. She's going to shoot a three from the right wing. No good. Rebound by Pullock. Pullock now pushes. Finds Watson up ahead. She steps back. Deep two. No good. Kellish with the rebound. She pushes now. She gets it ahead to Addison Axtell. Axtell can't control that one. And out of bounds. Van Winkle and Harding checking back in for Pillager, and Schwartzbauer and Brady for the Mustangs. 4:33 to go in this one. 60-35 on the Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Washington with it. She will dribble up against an extended 2-3 defense. Almost trapping at that center court. She gets stuck there. And turnover. Deep outlet to Brady. Brady with it. No foul called there. Schwartzbauer with the rebound. No good. Tipped out to Addison Axtell. That's no good. Van Winkle finally with it. And there's going to be a foul called on, looks like Schwartzbauer. That'll be her first. Van Winkle had it, and she was trying to clear area and got held there. So Watson will inbound for Pillagers. Washington will bring it up. Brown now with it. Brown back over to Washington. Top of the key over to Watson. Watson back over to Brown. Brown with it on that left wing. Picks up her dribble over to Van Winkle. She goes back to top of the key. Back over to Brown. Brown with a deep three. Just rattles out. Abigail Kellish with the rebound as she dribbles it up. Looking down court to Brady. Brady on that outlet on that opposite side. She has no trouble scoring on that one. 62-35 now our score. Watson on the right wing. She throws it over to Brown. Brown top of the key, gets over to Van Winkle. Van Winkle in the right corner. She dribbles baseline. She picks up her dribble over to Brown. Brown three. That one's off. Van Winkle with a tough rebound there for Pillager. Over to Washington. Washington with it now. She's going to dribble on that left wing. Cross court to Brown, but it's going to be too high. And out of bounds. To the Mustangs, 3:09 to go.
Substitution for the Huskies. 14,
Alt's in for the Huskies. Just waiting to see how to say that one. I'll let the announcer go first before I go. Hagerness with it in that corner. Her shot is up, no good. Watson with the rebound for Pillager. She is double teamed there, and foul called on Hagerness. That'll be her third personal. As Josie Katzenbauer will check in for the Mustangs. We're under 3 to go here in Mora. Mora comfortably ahead in this one. Looking to win 15 on the year. Let's get it ahead to Brady. Brady stops and puts in a little runner there. Step through, I should say. Van Winkle now on that right wing. Top of the key to Watson over to Harding. Harding to the corner. Deep three by Alt's no good. Rebound by Van Winkle. Van Winkle back over to Watson to Washington. Back over to Watson to Washington. Watson Van Winkle, 3, left side, count it. Her first points of the second half. (64-38) our score. Under 2 minutes to go here. Hagernes goes cross court to Josie Katzenbauer. All sorts of turnover going on there. It's going to be out of bounds to Pillager. Looks like we got Lind, Douglas, and number 25, Gravening in for Mora as they clear the bench here. Tough stretch to the end of the season. They got 3 games in 4 days here tonight and then Thursday, Friday. So a lot of games left to play here for them. So get that starters out while you can. Washington with the left 3. Count that one. 4. Pillager. Gravening with it now over to Brady. Brady, top of the key. She dribbles in, looks over in the paint there. No good. Washington. She's going to run out with it here. She is fouled by Brady. Yeah, they had to call that one. She ran right through her. 1:13 to go here. 64-41 is our score. As Eva Noska will check in for Harding. Watson to inbound to Van Winkle. Van Winkle, right corner 3, bounces up and over. Possession to Mora. Brady will bring it in for the Mustangs. As they bring it into the front court there. Look to the middle. Get it in, top of the key to Douglas. Douglas's pass to Lind was just off her hand, so out of bounds. Washington now with it as we hit under 1 minute to go. Washington's going to dribble in, knocked off of her feet, out of bounds to the Mustangs. As Nevaeh Awalt will check in for Pillager. As Brady will bring it up for the Mustangs. Mustangs will go to 15-9 on the season. Good Lord. So we got a jump ball called. If you're watching, you can see what I was dumbfounded by. So 37.1 seconds to go here in the game. Brady will check in for, Brady will be subbed out by Schwartzbauer. Jump ball. Inbound by Josie Katzenbauer to Macy Schwartzbauer. Deep 3. Just off the rim for Gravening. And a jump ball to Pillager. 28.4 seconds to go. Coaches have got older players in for this one. Watson with it. She dribbles. Deep 3 by Noska, and they count that one. Eva Noska for 3. Jump ball with 4.4 seconds to go. 64-44 is our score. Mora will move to 15-9 on the season with 2 games left. St. Cloud Central here, and then 2 Spectrum. Spectrum was down pretty big to Mora at half, 37-15. We'll get that score for you. Hopefully at the end of this one, maybe get you update here. Watson with the steal, and just about and put that one in at the buzzer for Watson. But that'll do it here from Mora. The final score, 64-44. Mora with a home win. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back, wrap this one up on the Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame show right here on 95.5 KBK Nice FM.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Eat better, buy more, spend less is more than a slogan at Chris's Food Center. From fresh produce to top quality meats and prime rib dinner served every Friday night. Visit Chris's Food Center in Sandstone or check out their weekly deals at chrissfoodcenter.com.
The anytime for anyone that's got a little of everything for that special someone. Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone. Northern Bloom carries handmade, one-of-a-kind gifts. And whether you want to pick up a bouquet of flowers on the way home or have them delivered to the ones you love, think Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone.
And welcome back here to Mora. Mora with the big win here tonight, 64-44. Is the final score over Pillager. They will move to 15-9 with 2 games left to go. Like I said, they play St. Cloud Cathedral here and then at Spectrum. We got a score from Pine City from Game Day Gilman. Pine City all over Spectrum, 81-46 in that one. That's who Mora will end Friday night with, their regular season. Depending on how the seedings go, right now they're in 12th, but how QRF works, looks like their record is a little better than a couple others, so they might be able to move up. I don't know if they'll get to the 8th seed to get a home playoff game, but they have an opportunity there. Leading scorers for Mora. Brady with 15 coming off the bench. Instant offense for Mora. 9 in the first, 6 in the second for 15. And Emma Axtell had 12 tonight for the Mustangs, and also Hagerness with 12. So some 3 people in double figures for the Mustangs. Like I said, as they move to a 15-9, St. Cloud Cathedral and then at Spectrum to end the year for both of them. No score yet from Pine City for the hockey game, but Pine City did beat Spectrum 81-46, and that's who Mora will end with on Friday night, the regular season. Pine City, Pizza Pub of Pine City, post-game. Got to try that pizza of the month. That Pizza Pub of Pine City, always something unique and always delicious. Check the Pizza Pub of Pine City Facebook page. Find out what they are cooking up. Special thank you to Pizza Pub of Pine City for bringing us the post-game show. 64-46 is our score here in Mora. Mora moves to 15-9 on the season. 2 more to go here, 1 at home, 1 away, as they look to solidify their postseason placement seeding here in the rugged 6AA, as they are getting ready for that end here. Playoffs start next week for all girls basketball teams, so we look forward to hopefully bringing you a couple of those. Make sure you check in with Game Day Gilman in the mornings on KBEK and WCMP, 7:30, 7:45, 8:30, and 8:45. He'll get you caught up with all of the local, state, and national scores. And you can also look on our websites, WCMP.com or KBEK.com. Go to the sports tab, see our broadcast schedule, and you'll find out where we will be next for our games. Once again, Mora with the big win here, non-conference, non-section game, 64-44 over the Huskies from Pillager. I'm Joe Lattimore. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you again on the radio dial somewhere. Take care and have a great night.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no